everybody, Chef Anita here again with all of you here on Amazon Live. Thank you for joining me today, bringing to you yet another beautiful, simple olive oil driven dish with you know who, my guys, my boyfriends, Porto olive oil. As you can see right here, they travel along with me wherever I go, so whenever I do one of these lives, you'll see these guys hanging out with me. Today, we are going to be featuring an olive oil recipe with our Porto extra virgin olive oil. This guy has won medals. He is amazing. And the recipe that we'll be featuring today is going to be a very simple pasta al limone. Pasta al limone can be made with spaghetti, it could be made with bucatini. I'm using a beautiful linguine, which I have already pre-cooked. And it's sitting back here. I will show this to you guys. And if you guys are new here or you've seen me before on these lives, you know that when I remove my pasta from the pasta water, I drizzle it with a little bit of that truly olive oil so that it keeps it separated and also brings in an extra level of flavor. Now, if you can see here, it is glistening and beautiful. It is perfectly al dente. And the reason we want it to be a little bit more on the underside of al dente is because I'm going to be making here in this pan, if I don't get it too hot, a sauce, if you will, with a tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of this beautiful Porto olive oil. We're going to emulsify it. We're going to add some lemon juice and pasta water. Now, what is so special about this dish? Well, in Italy, the lemons over there are just ridiculous. And where this dish comes from, you actually put the lemon pith. Not the lemon pith. That's not what you want. You want the lemon peel into the pasta water along with the salt. So, if you can see here, my lemon peel is like super translucent. And the pith that I'm talking about, that I incorrectly used there, is the white part inside of the lemon. You want to get rid of that as much as possible. That creates a really bitter flavor. So I put lemon peel of 1 lemon into my pasta water with 1 pound of that linguine and salt. Salt is key when cooking pasta, guys. I cannot stress this enough. I never use salt in my pasta after seasoning it with the water and cooking it with the water and the already emulsified salt and other flavors that we are developing here. So why am I here? If you guys are new, like I said, my name is Anita. I am a chef for Porto olive oil, and I bring easy, beautiful recipes to elevate your cooking at home. My home chefs, my home cooks out there who are just sitting at home, probably bored of the same routine. This pasta, your family will think that you spent hours on it. But literally, the only thing that I'm doing right now is spending a lot of time talking about it because it's a really quick pickup. What is a pickup? It's when you put it into the pan, you toss, 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 you add the rest of your ingredients and onto a bowl. And this recipe is so wonderful that you can actually elevate it even more. If you want to add a little bit of Parmesan, if you want to add a little bit of cream, you could definitely do that. But because I'm here with my friends at Porto Olive Oil, it is all olive oil driven. And I am the biggest lover of cooking with olive oil. It's very rare that I use butter in my dishes. One, because I just feel better. Me and butter just don't mix all the time. So if I can cook it with olive oil, I will. But when I go overseas, you better make sure that I'm just going to suffer through it because I'm bringing my friends here and there will be a lot of butter eating. So anyway, let's reel it back to the pasta. I have a half hour to fill here, but this pasta, like I said, it is really super simple. I do apologize for the lighting because you guys know already I live now in Nicaragua, and for some reason every time I do one of these lives, and I only do them once a month, there comes a beautiful storm. So my lighting is just crazy. The lighting from up top, it's wild. Anyway, but we're here for this recipe. Okay, so a lot of you have been asking, okay, where can I find out more information about Porto olive oil? They're everywhere. You can see their Instagram page. You can see them on TikTok now. They have their own page on TikTok. They have a slew of different chefs from all over the country that cook with this olive oil and are true believers of it because of the process that these olives go through to get to your home through Amazon at your door, beautifully packaged in this flavor seal box. Nothing is going to get in. No light, no heat. I never have my olive oils this close to the stove. I'm only doing this here now. If you watch my videos, I'm always preaching about this. Make sure you keep your olive oils away from the stove. Heat and sunlight make your olive oil rancid. And if you're using an olive oil that already has that kind of bite in the back of the throat, that means it's rancid. So the longer it sits by the stove, the more rancid it becomes, and it definitely alters the flavor of your food. These olive oils don't do that. I cook every kind of style of cuisine. I do Asian, Greek, Italian. I cook Puerto Rican food. Now I'm cooking Nica food from here in Nicaragua. I do pretty much everything I want to do as a chef with these olive oils. I'm telling you, they are that delicious. I can even make a dessert with this. I can make an ice cream with this. It is a beautiful olive oil because of the processing. They have these beautiful groves, which kind of look like vineyards, and they pick them same day. They get milled, they get pressed, they get put into their boxes, and they get shipped. First in, first out. This family, the Porto Pasta family, they really know what they're doing with olive oils. They wanted to change the brands of olive oils way of thinking of processing and being agriculturally responsible for how it is done as well. They put in as much as they take out. And now, you guys gotta see that. You gotta go check them out. Just look up Porto olive oil. Here, you can see Porto olive oil. Look them up online. Now they have beautiful Calabrian chili, agrumato style. Agrumato meaning it is milled at the same time. They harvest, they put everything into the same mill, and it's all put together. It is not infused. That's a bad word here. This is different. This is a different process altogether. And now I just saw them come out with a yuzu olive oil. And I'm so sad that I'm in Nicaragua because I need this olive oil like right now. And it's a lot more difficult to get things shipped here. So I cannot wait to get my next shipment of olive oils because that one definitely needs to become one of my arsenal uses. And that Calabrian chili one is a finishing oil. And I have used it for marinades and sauces. So it is very versatile. Okay, so I think I've spent enough time talking. I'm sure you guys want to hurry up and see this recipe already. Sorrentino, Italy. They have the most beautiful lemons in the world. Gorgeous. Limoncello. You know, just absolutely gorgeous. And when you marry the flavor of that lemon with a gorgeous olive oil like this one, it's going to sing. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So here in Nicaragua, there are two markets that I go to that have the most beautiful fresh ingredients. And if you see here, I have one little lemon. It is very difficult to find a lemon in Nicaragua. No lie. I found two. I have one here that I've already squeezed into my little jar, and I also used, like I said, the peel to place into the water to cook my pasta, and the other one is actually going to be used as a zester over my pasta. So here we go. Move this out of the way. I'm going to get my pan warm. It's been sitting on the stove, but it cooled off quite a bit during my rant here. If any of you have any questions, and I don't see them while I am talking to you guys here, please go on ahead and DM me. If you are new to my channels and my platforms, please, by all means, hit that subscribe button. I am live once a month with this company, but literally I use this olive oil every single day. And if you don't believe me, just watch my Instagrams and my YouTube channel. Chef Anita Cooks 1, Anita Cooks 1 on Instagram. So it's here. You can see all the links and the bios and all of that. You guys know how to do this already. But literally, I cook everything, every kind of food, anything my heart desires. I am able to do it with this olive oil. And right now, with the holiday season coming up, they come up with the most beautiful packaging for, you know, you could do combos, like one of these, and maybe one of these, and then maybe you can't get that one, because unfortunately, they haven't harvested the new season, so you gotta wait. But if you become more aware and alerted of when these olive oils are being released, then you're able to get your hands on it. Trust me, they're really, truly special. Okay, so here we go. With this, again, I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons, about 2 tablespoons. I'm doing a single portion, so I got to be careful not to, you know, do a lot of pasta. But if you're doing a pound of pasta, it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I cook with my heart. Having a recipe is very difficult for me because I just now put in the olive oil. I don't want it to get too hot. That's why I have my heat on low, because this is not a high heat oil. I'm just making a sauce. So I'm putting in about a tablespoon's worth of butter, and I'm just going to let that emulsify really quickly. I want that to get nice and melted and married together, because then we're going to go on ahead and add our lemon juice. Let that cook in. And you want to do that slowly. Don't just dump in a bunch of lemon juice. I do about a tablespoon at a time. I'll squeeze a half a lemon in there, depending on how much pasta I'm using. Today, I'm only doing a single portion, so it's going to be about 4 to 5 ounces of this pound of pasta. So you want to be careful. But if you're doing the whole pound, by all means, season to your liking. And again, this recipe, you can elevate it however you want. You can add a little cream, really emulsify that sauce. Be careful though that the sauce doesn't break. But the star here is the olive oil. When you emulsify this olive oil with cream, it really becomes something special. I'm telling you. People are always asking me, did you put cream in that? Or did you put butter in that, depending on the recipe? And I'm like, no, this is literally just like Parmesan cheese and this olive oil. And the one that I use for the high heat, because I said this is not a high heat oil, remember? But I do a lot of different things with this one. I just have to be careful with it. La Padella. That is my friend. That is my best friend. That's what changed my mind about olive oil and how olive oil is processed and treated. I'm telling you, it's incredible. All right, so if you can hear, you can always hear by the sound, my olive oil and my butter. You can hear all the solids just kind of coming up and going really, really loudly. So now you want to move on to the next step. So right now what I'm going to do is try to measure a single portion, because I love pasta and you guys have seen me just really go over the top with it. But based on how much sauce I have here, I'm going to go in with about 5 ounces of pasta, which I already pre-cooked. I pre-cooked it, and again, if you guys watch my videos, you will see that the pasta, like I said, this is linguine, you can use bucatini, what have you. I always drizzle a little truly olive oil over the top. Elevating that flavor, making your recipes really, really, truly sing. And it helps separate it, so when you put it back into the pan, it's not stuck. That should be good for now. See, I look at it and I'm like, that's not enough to eat, because I go and eat this after I photograph it. Trust me. So now I'm going to use a little bit of that pasta water, and I'm going to pour it in there. And this is going to help bring down the temperature of that cooking process, so now I have time to really, really work the starch out of it. But while that temperature comes up, because I had it pretty low, where is my little lemon? My solo lemon. I'm going to go on ahead and grate a little bit, very lightly. Don't press down. We don't want that pith in there. It'll make it bitter. Just go on ahead and grate some of that lemon zest right in there. See, that temperature is coming up. You can hear it, right? And then, you know what? Actually, I'm going to wait a minute here. I really want that olive oil in the pasta water and the butter to really reduce and really, really attach to this linguine. Otherwise, you'll have separated flavors. This is, you want to develop the flavor, like I'm always saying, from the bottom up. And you could definitely put some cracked black pepper in this if you want to, or a little red chili flake. I prefer to leave it true to the style of this dish. So we're just going to go with it like this. Right now what's happening is the fat solids of that butter are emulsifying with the pasta in this beautiful olive oil. Can you do this dish without butter? Absolutely. 100%. I like to use that little tablespoon of butter to cut through the tartness of the lemon. Otherwise, you got to work a little bit harder. But can you do this simply with Parmesan, pasta water, and this olive oil? 100%, guys. I've done it before. I do it for my daughter every time I cook pasta. I literally just made her a pasta that came out of the pot. Just little olive oil, Parmesan, and that's it. That's her favorite thing in the whole wide world. So now that this, and I'll show you guys, I'm going to kick the heat up here now because this is actually getting, if you guys, if I could just bring you like all the way over here so you can see, this is getting really nice and creamy because what I'm doing here is working my pan so that I can release the starch that's naturally in the pasta. So it gets really nice and thick and creamy. So now I'm going to go in. That was about a teaspoon and a half of lemon. But again, if you're doing that full pound pasta, season to your heart's desire. This is a recipe that when I was asked to share it, I was like, I have no idea, because I saw it made for the first time. I kind of gathered all the information and then I just made it at home. So there was no recipe. I just kind of did it and faked it until I succeeded. Okay, now I'm just going to let that sit. Oh my gosh, if you guys could only smell this. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm going to get my little bowl ready here. Try not to get close to my giant bowl. And again, this is a pasta that you can plate really fancy, or you can just, I mean, people in Italy literally just sit there and eat it right out of the pan. They put it right in the middle of the table, family style, and that's how they go after it. And I absolutely love that. I love that in that culture, as in a lot of our homes, it's about family. And this brand is all about family. I'm telling you, they are truly special. Truly, truly. Okay, so now all of my liquid has reduced. And do you see why we went on the underside of al dente? We really worked this pasta in this pan. And so I don't want it to be mushy. I want it to be able to stand up. So typically I have my fancy tongs, but this is probably not going to work. Because like I said, I got too much pasta. I got excited. So we're going to go into my bowl. And give this a twist without accidentally opening this, so it looks really nice. Well, that's pretty. That's very pretty. See? And I'm going to try and move it over there so you guys can see it. And I'm going to come back over the top with my single lemon and grate some more of that lemon without getting down onto that pith. Remember, guys, you don't want it to be bitter. So I'm trying to be careful here because I've already gone in on this lemon, so I'm really, really picking the areas that I have not already grated. And you don't want to go crazy with it, just a little bit. Push all that down, make it look nice. And then we're going to have a beautiful bouquet of basil just sitting over the top. And then I'm going to show you the secret. The secret ingredient. Take that Truly olive oil. And just drizzle a little bit over the top. Why am I doing this? 1 second. Hi. It is hot in Nicaragua, people, and wearing a chef coat is insane. Look at that. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to show you without actually like destroying my plating. Maybe if I bring it down here. It's already sliding. Oh, there it is. It's beautiful. I'm going to photograph this. I'm going to post it. I'm going to talk about this recipe everywhere on every platform because it is... The smell that's coming from it, I cannot even describe. It is absolutely gorgeous. So, again, Corto olive oil, look them up. I'm here once a month. My next live is supposed to be October 14th, but again, I just want to show you guys that again. Like, look at that. Look at that. It's just gorgeous. It's supposed to be October 14th, but when I go overseas, if I'm able to bring everything along with me, I never like to make promises because you never know what could happen at the airport. Definitely going to try and package my friends here to come along with me because I will be going to Italy. Ta-da! Yes, I will be in Parma, Italy, and in Modena. So if I can push up my live with you folks and Corto olive oil, I certainly will make a giant announcement about it because I would love nothing more than to do a live out of Modena, Italy. The market there. Ooh. So fingers crossed, I'm able to get these guys through customs and bring all of you along with me. But don't worry, because even if I can't, when I get back here, you better believe the inspiration in this little chef's mind is going to be going times a million. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you guys have any questions at all, please DM me. Please go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. I can't talk now. You can cursor right down here on Amazon and see what's available for purchase through this live. It arrives at your doorstep. I'm telling you guys, try it. It's amazing. Go follow them. Go check them out, okay? I'll see you guys very soon. Actually, I'll be posting tomorrow a new recipe. Who knows what I come up with tomorrow. So I'll see you guys very soon, okay?